back in the day, cursive was kind of the norm. Most of us learned it anyway. In recent years, it's fallen off school curriculums. Kids have no clue what it is when they look at it. One Virginia teacher is bringing the art of cursive back for her students, and the kids are going crazy for it. In fact, her efforts are so popular, they've been featured across national news, everywhere from NPR to the Washington Post. Clearly, this teacher is best in class. I like that one. Let's welcome the founder of the Cursive Club, Sherisse, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How did you end up with a Cursive Club? How did that happen?
Well, I've been teaching for 18 years. The last 4 years, I've been at Holmes Middle School. When I went there, I became a multilingual learner specialist. So I actually help those students who don't speak English as their first language. I help them to develop their English language. I decided to join the summer school program because I don't usually work summer school. I typically take summers off, but I figured I would go learn about the culture, get in touch with the staff, learn about the students. And as I was doing that, I was writing on the board in cursive. But when I turned around to get some clarification, the students were looking at me like I was strange. And I was like, what's going on? They're like, what did you just do? I said, I wrote the assignment on the board. We can't read that. And I was just blown away.
Yeah.
These are rising sixth graders, and they did not understand my cursive writing. So I said, you know what, we should have a cursive club. And that's when I found out that we did have an after-school program. And just like the movie Field of Dreams, if you sponsor it, they'll come.
Yeah.
I became the teacher, and we have 3 or 4 students almost every single semester, and that's how we started the Cursive Club.
Yeah, I was telling her in the break, my daughter is obsessed with writing in cursive, and she is dyslexic. And so I know that that has kind of a tie-in as well, right?
Yes, it does.
She is obsessed with it, and her penmanship is insane.
Yes, cursive has many benefits, but one of them is for those who are challenged with dyslexia, it can be a friend to them. And the reason being because in the alphabet, you think about the letters B, D, P, G, they sound alike, but they also look alike to someone who is challenged with dyslexia.
Yeah.
They have a circle and a line.
Yeah.
That's right. So in cursive, those letters look absolutely different. Yeah. And that's what helps them to be able to understand it when they're reading and to also write them better.
I know, I didn't know that, and I found it very interesting. I was like, oh, I thought they weren't teaching cursive anymore, and they do it at her school.
Yeah. A lot of schools that I've been at, they have kind of fallen out of that. I'm actually licensed in Texas, North Carolina, and Virginia, past military family.
Yeah.
And they did kind of take it out the curriculum, I think because of the technology boom. Yeah. But I still write in cursive because I learned when I was in the 3rd grade. It made me feel fancy, like an adult.
Yeah.
So I truly enjoy it, but it has lots of other benefits. Your brain's on a 10 when it's writing in cursive, a 5 when you're in print, and a 0 or 1 when you're texting or typing. So that by itself, the benefits you have that are similar to playing an instrument, you also have those same benefits when you're writing in cursive.
Yeah.
So there's lots of benefits for writing in cursive. I enjoy it. My students who come to the Cursive Club, they enjoy it. And it seems like America thinks it's all the rave right now.
Man, and it's a beautiful thing too. My daughter she just will write stories or letters for people because she just loves doing it. And I think especially when kids that have had a hard time in school find something that they're like, you know, emboldens them, makes them more confident.
Right.
It's such a beautiful thing. But our friends at Minted are all about bringing back small gestures like a note handwritten in cursive, a meaningful form of connection that sparks joy for everybody. So to help the Cursive Club keep its efforts going, they're donating $5,000 just to help out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's so cool what you're doing.
Whoa.
And it's so cool to find out how your brain is stimulated, like far more when you're writing in cursive. I didn't know that little fact. That's
according
very cool.
to research.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your service and for being a teacher. Thank you.
Thank you.